Before I met Jesus Christ, I used to be like a hooligan, I would believe in Jesus and God and know it would be the right thing to do, but I would kind of put them behind other things that I would do. I'd keep them as a second thought. I wouldn't really be like, would this be okay? Is this something Jesus would do? Is this all right? Is this the right thing to do? My mom would be like, believe in Jesus. My dad would be like, believe in Jesus, but I didn't really read the Bible. I just thought like, oh, it's just a book, just at that time, I felt lonely. Like, back then, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I didn't really believe in Jesus. I didn't think he was my friend, I just thought he was just the dude who saved us once upon a time ago. So, I was always just lonely and I have friends. It was kind of difficult back then, I wasn't always so positive. The first time I came to church was with my friend Chris. He invited me to a game and he said, before we go to that game, he said, we're gonna go to church. And I said, all right, I usually wasn't so willing to go to a lot of places. Church I used to go to, not a lot, because church was kind of boring. But when I came to Casa de Alabanza, it was a really nice place. Mauricio, JP, Seabass, everyone was so nice. I walked in the door and they asked Chris, who's that? And he's like, oh, he's just my friend. And they just came up to me and started talking to me. It felt great. I just liked service. It was actually motivating to go there. The stories were amazing to hear. The pastor he talked about everything, in a good way. It wasn't just quiet, like boring. So then I was like, yo, Chris, would it be all right if next week I come to serve with you again? And he said, are you serious? And I said, yeah, man, this church is awesome. And then week after week, I just kept coming. Eventually I came to youth and just started helping out even more. The time where I finally met Christ was the trip we went to Big Stuff. It was beautiful to be there. It was amazing to be there. Everybody there was nice. We had so much fun. But the most important part were the messages. Every message felt so beautiful to hear. It was amazing. And then one night, the main person talking said, if you believe that Jesus is your one true savior and he's done everything for you, then stand up. I didn't give it a second thought. I just thought, I should do this. How could I not accept someone so amazing, forgiving, and kind? What's changed in me is that instead of just being a regular kid, because down in Homestead, you wouldn't regularly see people going up to each other and greeting them. There was a new kid in school, you tend to stay away from him. So every time I met someone new, I'd be nice. I wouldn't just leave them alone. If someone needed alone, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? And see how they are. I ended up being a lot nicer because me back then, I was generally not a nice kid. But nowadays, I'm accepting. I don't really like to bully kids because I know how that feels. It's not great. So now that I accepted him in my heart, I know Jesus spread the word about love, to love one another and to love God. So now I don't really like to make fun of people. I like to accept them, like how Casa Alabanza accepted me. So now I just like to thank Mauricio and John Paul for guiding me here and guiding me through the steps of being a nice person and knowing what to do and what's right and what's wrong. I'd also like to thank Chris for bringing me to this church. I wouldn't be the person I am without him. So to all those three people, thank you so much. And now my last thank you is to Jesus Christ. Without him, I would be so different. I wouldn't even begin to know how I would have ended up. So I'm here to publicly declare today that he is my Lord and Savior, and I'm here to follow until I end my days.